Welcome to another edition of Film Favorites, where I share my favorite films from India's many film industries. Today I'm sharing one of my favorite films about media and society that's ever been made in any industry, Peepli Live. Peepli Live is the story of farmers who learn that the government gives stipends to the families of deceased farmers, and to them, struggling in a workless drought, it seems like suicide may be a viable means of providing for their family. The media and the politicians get wind of this, and the media circus begins. There's so many things to say about this movie. Some people point out its similarities to Mad City, the John Travolta starrer, but even Travolta seemed flattered by the film. He seemed grateful that his film was inspiring art on the other side of the globe, and make no bones about it, this film is art. What bothers me about copycat culture is when nothing new is added or reinterpreted for a new audience. This film is a fully realized act of creative expression and social commentary regardless of its influences. The script is great, the cast is great, the acting is on point. This is not a musical nor a masala film. Some have said that it gets a little over top in the social commentary that almost turns into a parody. I think they've forgotten to watch the news recently, and it's not just Indian news here. I'm talking about news all over the world. Have you ever seen Nancy Grace in America? These news shows are almost parodies of themselves. And everyone is so quick to talk about that news channel that's on the opposite side of the ideological spectrum. But you can bash Fox News all you want. Framing bias, sensationalism, muckraking, and an overall concern for currency over reality are common to every news disseminating organization on Earth. Just go watch Vice News' special report on esports and see what I'm talking about. Modern video-based journalism is obsessed with a cynical concern for bottom-line criticism and oversimplified scapegoating, and Peepli Live is not exaggerating any of this. It's almost not satire. It could be real. My favorite part of this film comes in the form of a very small B-plot, Nawazuddin Siddiqui's character arc. He's pretty much the only reporter in this film who actually cares. He is driven, he is trying to make a name for himself, but like his reporter character in Bajrangi Bhaijaan, he's following the story where it leads instead of leading the story where revenue and sensational rabid viewer frenzy will find him. And this drive leads him to my favorite encounter in the film, when Saddiki's character meets a poor old man digging a hole. This B-plot, and it doesn't take much more than 3 or 4 minutes of screen time, probably not even that long, is worth getting an Academy Award nom for. Heartbreaking, personal story that causes the viewer to introspect. And then there's the twist at the end, which I won't ruin, but in my opinion is a far better way to end a serious social commentary than the bombastic climax to the classic Paddy Chayefsky film, Network. Yes, that film is Hall of Fame. Yes, it is worthy of all the praise that it gets, but it goes full ham in that last act. It turns into a masala film in the last act, and the argument could be made that it's intentional, but it's self-indulgent, preachy, and just way over the top. It's still good, but I actually prefer Peepli Live to Network because of the old man scene and because of the twist at the end. It's more subtle, it's more human, and honestly, it's more cinematic. And I don't mean that in terms of lighting and framing and mise-en-scène. I mean it in terms of honesty to the material being depicted. So Peepli Live is a 5-star social commentary for me, and I give it the shocked emoticon at the top of my emoticonometer. What did you think of Peepli Live? What other movies would you like to see considered for this list? Do let me know in the comments. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, constructive, and help me in my quest to find and celebrate the best films that India has to offer. Thank you so much for watching The Surfing Violinist. Check out web series American Indian, the more polished documentary-style reality show version of our family's adventures in India. New episodes each month. Support the show on Patreon to help us keep improving by clicking here and get to see new episodes a month in advance. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. Thank you very much.